What does the future hold? There is a whole population that is fearful of the future. This is a collective message for everybody for this week. So we have the Moon card, the Queen of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. There are certain people out there, I'd say just groups of people, a population of people, you'll see them in your daily lives, could be you, that is just fearful of the future, fearful of the new, of a new chapter, and of things changing into this new chapter. The world with the devil. It's like we see the future as the devil card, as a challenge. We don't have a hopeful future. Some of these people see the future as like getting worse. Whereas I think it's a matter of perspective here. I definitely see the future as like a positive thing. Looking at the Three of Pentacles, one of the things that this person is hung up on is the practical matters of earthly life. Work, how you gonna, run errands, how you gonna do your job, make your ends meet. All that stuff is the Three of Pentacles, because it's like, how are we going to make our group function? And by a group, I mean like our local group, our town, our state, okay? And some of these people are just living in fear. This is what you're dealing with this week. Be aware of these people. And I think that's why this message is coming out, so you guys can be prepared to deal with people who are living in this state. Maybe you could say something to help them out. Maybe you're in this state and I'm about to help you out by hopefully enlighten you a little bit and taking you out of that state of fear. Let's pull oracle cards. Tell me more about this message for the... Wow, so we have the Princess reversed and the Arrow left turn reversed. This is very awkward energy, this card right here in this position. It's just awkwardness. That's purely what it means. And the Princess reversed is somebody who is not well developed, somebody who doesn't have like a strong foundation or a sense of self-esteem, somebody who is... That's the origin of the fear, is this person is insecure with themselves, with the world. I think that they are financially stable, so they rely on finances, because look at the bottom, we have the Crown, and underneath that, the 8. They're very stable, and they have like a title of prestige to them, but they are deeply insecure, and they rely on their status, and their money, and their position to give them a sense of security. So that is why they are fearful of the future. If they see these changes potentially happening in the future, they're fearful of it, because deep inside, regardless of these things they've built around them, they're insecure. Let us pull some advice and see what you guys can do about this. Maybe you're dealing with somebody like this, and this is going to be advice for that, or just advice for you. Okay, this is getting a little bit cliche, because Six of Cups is love, so now I feel like I'm just like repeating the whole fear versus love thing, as much as cliche as that sounds, that's how the message is coming out in these cards. So if Six of Cups is love, it's like practice love, compassion, trust, and loyalty for the people around you. Trust that they have your back, and trust that there is going to be a support system in the future, and that you're not going to be left out in the street regardless of what happens, even if, I don't know, money collapse, like the financial system collapses, right? And you're rich and you're afraid of that. Well, you got a solid peeps around you. So that is what you can focus on, is the love that you have. Let's see if we got anything else here. I know it's corny. Okay, and there's a whole other message that comes out with this Fool card. The Fool card is letting go of your possessions. Look at him. The Fool owns nothing. He's got like trappings. You can't rely on your possessions. And in fact, one of like the yogis or something said, what did he say? We're happier with less. That's a quote. We're happier with less. And I think that in this case, that's also true. And in this case, you also have to apply Fool energy. The Fool also doesn't worry about anything. The Fool is all about trust. Look at him. He's like about to walk a cliff. He's trusting that someone's going to catch him. And you guys have to trust in the people around you, in society, in maybe a higher faith, right? Trust in something that you guys are going to be okay. That's what I'm seeing and trust in love, trust in all of that, and have like a more positive attitude that things are going to be okay. I'm not talking blind positivity. I'm saying just positivity. Let's just do oracle cards real quick. See what comes out for advice for the... All right, this is getting weirder and weirder. Now we have a message sneaking out for a rich person out there. Like maybe one of y'all's are filthy rich, like a billionaire. And this is a message about what are you going to do with all that money? So either this is saying question why you're hoarding all this money. You ain't got a plan. When you're dead, you don't get to take it with you, right? The question that this spread is bringing up is, what are you going to do with all this money that you're worried about losing, that is stressing you out? Sagittarius with the door is the plan for the moment, where we get to use this money. So maybe there isn't a plan or a moment. You just feel a need to have the money to what? Fulfill that void of security, to compensate for the lack of security. Now, the hand with the nut here is suggesting that maybe you donated to charity, right? Because Aquarius is the last card. Aquarius is literally charity. It's like minority groups and humanitarian effort. So, if you got all this money, it's like instead of worrying about hoarding it, well, why don't you just plan on donating it at the end of your life? And then you don't even have to worry about it. It becomes like a non-factor. It isn't going to be something that's going to be dragging you down anymore. Again, relinquish control, live with less is all tied into this message. Okay, I think that's your reading, everybody. That is the collective reading for this week. I hope it resonated for y'all. And if it, if something happens that resonated with the video, leave a comment and follow the video if you want to see more of these.